This week in United States Division South, PRTs help farmers, rendering medical aid to Iraqis, and 3rd ACR rolling into Iraq. Welcome to this week's Danger Edition. I'm your host, Staff Sergeant Nick Morales. With so much attention on U.S. forces exiting Iraq, the question remains, who will stay to advise and assist? Sergeant First Class Vince Oliver reports, the Army has called in the cavalry to ride into the new dawn.
The U.S. Advise and Assist policy in Iraq is firmly in place, and the drawdown plan is moving forward. But American commitment to Iraq still remains strong. Fresh units are preparing for deployments to Iraq as Advise and Assist brigades, starting with the 3rd Armored Cavalry Regiment. They're the first combat-capable brigade to deploy to Iraq since the beginning of Operation New Dawn. One of the most battle-tested units the Army has, the role of the 3rd ACR's Brave Rifles has changed from a counterinsurgent combat force to that of advising and assisting the Iraqi security forces as they take the lead for security.
The 3rd Armored Cavalry Regiment represents the first Advise and Assist Brigade that has deployed and will deploy into Iraq since the beginning of Operation New Dawn on 1 September. And what it represents is our continued resolve and commitment to advising, assisting, and training the Iraqi security forces.
The regiment will support Iraqi security forces throughout southern Iraq. Additionally, the 3rd ACR will assist various provincial reconstruction teams operating in southern Iraq. Sergeant First Class Vince Oliver, Kuwait.
Insurgents keep a foothold in Iraqi villages by giving supplies to locals. Soldiers of the 110th Field Artillery, 341st Psychological Operations, and the Wasit Provincial Reconstruction Team are creating businesses in Halal village to break their dependency on insurgent aid. Specialist Daniel Sullivan went out with them as they checked up on one of those businesses.
Halal village now has sheep and turkey farming thanks to the Wasit Provincial Reconstruction Team. They provide grants to start businesses so the farmers can boost their own economy.
It's good to just be out there and help out the kids with what we can, you know, because these guys are poorer than poor.
This Teach a Man to Fish philosophy is part of Operation Good Neighbor. Today the team wants to see how the businesses are faring, hand out supplies like rice and backpacks, and check on the animals.
I've determined that the sheep are excelling. These people know how to farm sheep. So the sheep are flourishing while the turkeys seem to be dying off.
An unknown disease is killing the turkeys, so that project will be scrapped. Still, the effort to help local Iraqis continues to pay off in ways beyond farming.
We've had a lot of rockets launched at us from that area. By helping these people out, we help ourselves out, and we're able to increase businesses in Iraq.
Future plans for Halal include schools, electricity, and a water purification pump. So far, Good Neighbor has cost around $3 million, and officials say the area has seen vast improvements in stability. Specialist Daniel Sullivan, Halal.
The United States Division South Combat Stress Center on Basra recently completed a renovation to expand their ability to support deployed soldiers.
As General Marshall said, it's the spirit of the soldier that sustains him or her in battle, and oftentimes when their physical resources give out.
We had an unfortunate incident in which Sergeant Maggard was killed in action from a indirect fire incident. And what we did today was honor Sergeant Maggard's memory.
The Combat Stress Clinic has been dedicated to Sergeant Brandon Maggard. Medics from the 269 Armored Battalion assist locals with healthcare through medical capability missions at least once a week. Medics go to the small towns within the province, setting up makeshift medical centers to treat minor ailments. Specialist David Graves has the story.
Medics from the 269 Armored Battalion set up a makeshift medical center in a small town in Babel Province. Captain David Jen and his team set up medical capability missions at least once a week to help locals and doctors in the area.
And so we've actually had a really good response from the Iraqi physicians, and as they see the different treatments I do, the different medications I prescribe, then their confidence level builds pretty quickly.
The medics see about 50 patients every time they go out and give away thousands of medications to treat minor ailments.
One pill up to 3 times a day for pain.
Specialist David Graves, Babel Province.
And that's it for this week's Danger Edition. For the 1st Infantry Division, I'm Staff Sergeant Nick Morales.